Welcome back to the Williams Report. Today, I'm currently at the University of Utah Women's Basketball Practice Facility, and for today's video, I've been given the opportunity to sit down and talk to one of the members of the University of Utah women's basketball players, Maty. Thank you so much for taking time to join me and answer some of my questions.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
To start things off, can you share for us, where you're from and where you grew up?
I'm from Wisconsin, and I grew up in a very small town, 45 minutes northeast of Madison. Yeah, not much there, so that's kind of it.
Now, what inspired you to start playing basketball, and at what age did you start to begin playing?
Both my parents coached from when I was born, and then I have an older brother, and he played, so I kind of just followed him everywhere he went. So I had a choice, but not really in my family. I just kind of grew up loving the game. And then I probably started really playing basketball, and it's crazy, but first or second grade. So yeah.
So,
Yeah.
now, what was your journey like playing basketball at the high school level, and what were some of the best moments?
Yeah. At the high school level, my team was actually really good. My sophomore year, we were ranked in the top 10 in the country.
Wow.
We traveled to Florida to go play some of the best teams in the country. We won. I won 2 back-to-back state tournaments, and then COVID happened. So I like to say it would have been 3. But we were the best team in Wisconsin to date. So my high school journey was really fun. My teammates and I always played tiers up in the summer, and so I played with my whole high school team play together. So I think that really helped our chemistry on and off the court, and I loved playing with them. We were just a bunch of small town girls going to go play against some of the best girls in the country in the summer. So you look at us and no one really thought we were good, but we were pretty good. But yeah, my high school was really fun, and then my mom coached me as well. So I loved my high school basketball experience. Everyone in town would come watch our games. The stands would be packed. Some games we would score over 100 points. So yeah, I was really blessed with a great high school team for sure.
Yeah, sounds like
Yes.
100 points.
Yeah.
Now, to start off your college journey of playing basketball, what made you decide to play at Wisconsin?
Yeah, obviously being from Wisconsin, I wanted to go there to turn the program around. The women's program wasn't always very good, but everything else at Wisconsin is. So to me, they also recruited me since I was in 7th grade. And so I had a really good connection with the coaching staff and just kind of their vision for the program and myself. So yeah, and I fell in love with having my family and friends come watch the games and just staying close to home.
Now, what made you decide to transfer to the University of Utah to play the rest of your basketball college?
Yeah. For me, I guess it's the easiest way to say it is just Wisconsin wasn't the experience basketball-wise that I thought it was going to be. I love the academics and the social part of it, but my freshman year, we got a whole new coaching staff, and so the coaches I committed to left. I also was hurt my whole freshman year, so I had to redshirt and sit out, so that was also really hard. But ultimately, it was just a basketball decision, and choosing to come here was the best decision I've made. Just being around my teammates, and this is the furthest west I've been. Obviously now I've been Cali, being in the Pac-12. My first year we were here, but my first time coming to Utah, I kind of just fell in love with it, and when I left, I kind of knew it was the place where I wanted to be, just because the values that the university and our program holds.
What has it been like so far playing at the University of Utah?
Yeah, I mean, I love it. There definitely were some days that were harder than others for sure, but I feel those hard days have made me into who I am, and it's my last year, so I'm grateful for those days, and it's allowed me to kind of really connect with a bunch of other people and connect with the younger girls on our team that, yeah, I've experienced that as well. But I've loved it. Even off the court, I've made a lot of connections and just met a lot of great people.
Now, so far, what have been some of the favorite moments playing the Utes?
My favorite game, actually, we're just talking about this today, was last year in the Cayman Islands. We beat Notre Dame. Growing up in the Midwest, Notre Dame was the school you want to go to as a female athlete. And so just to beat them, and they were ranked, I think, number 2 at the time. And then it was our head coach's first top 10 win. So just a lot of excitement around that game. my first year. Was it my first year? Yeah, my first year here. On the same weekend, we beat USC and UCLA at home, and they were both ranked. Like I think USC was ranked maybe top 10, and then UCLA was number 2 in the country. So that was just really fun. The atmosphere was great, and then obviously I have to say last year when we beat BYU at the buzzer beater half court shot. Yeah, that was pretty fun.
Dude, what have been some of the biggest challenges you have faced while playing basketball in college?
Yeah, I think for me coming in, transferring here, I was behind a lot of really good guards, and I knew that coming in. That's honestly, which is really weird. Nowadays, I feel like people don't do this, but I wanted to transfer to a place where I would be surrounded by really great players and just to learn from them. But with that, I didn't play as much when I first got here. I kind of had to make my way up, and then one of my teammates got hurt, so I had to kind of fill in her shoes a little bit. So that was kind of hard, and same as last year, like just not playing as much as I would hope or having the role that I wanted. But like I said before, I think that really helped me this year connect with my new teammates and younger teammates of like, I understand what you're going through. I've been there before. You just kind of got to keep your head down and keep working. But I'm grateful now because I can appreciate the exciting moments more because I've been there. But that's probably it. And I will say being away from home is pretty hard. Obviously at Wisconsin, they could just drive up whenever they wanted to because it was 45 minutes away. Whereas now it's a little more challenging to see them. But now with FaceTime and everything, I talk to my mom every day, and my dad calls me a lot too. But yeah.
As a student athlete, how do you manage both academics and sports?
Yeah, this year is easier for me because I graduated, so my classes are online. Which is kind of great. But the years before, it was pretty challenging. It's a lot of like scheduling ahead of time, making sure there's no conflict between classes and games, which is the hardest part. We schedule our practice times and our classes so they don't usually have conflict. So we practice in the morning and then all of our classes are after. But at Utah, we have a bunch of academic support. So there's like a learning specialist, and our academic advisor he's great. He talks and communicates with us a lot. But yeah, there's always help if you need it. I think a lot of my teammates were kind of great on our own and really good with planning stuff, so we don't really utilize that as much. But there's a bunch of support. But I would say like the first 2 years were pretty difficult. Just I'm tired from practice. Oh my God, I have to go to class. Like have to pay attention in class. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's worth it. Going to class is good. You get to meet people and see other people outside of your sport. So
Now, what are your personal goals for the rest of the season, both individually and as a team?
individually, it's my last year, so just to enjoy it and put my best foot forward every game and just be myself and to stay healthy. And as a team, I think just compete every game. I think a lot of people look at us and they don't really see much, or I think we're underdogs a lot this year, but just like to play with joy and have fun with each other and just compete.
Who would you say has been your number one supporter through your whole journey of playing basketball?
Definitely my mom. She was my coach my whole life, and we're very similar, so she gets me in a lot of ways. But with that being said, she's also very honest. So there'll be times where I call her and I'm like, she'll just tell me how it is. And at the time, I don't want to hear it, but I know she has my best interest at heart, and she's willing to tell me the truth, even though I don't want to hear it. But at the end of the day, she's always there for me and always wants what's best for me. So I'm really grateful to have her in my corner.
Now, do you have a traditional ritual before every game, or a song that you listen to and this
Yeah,
song,
I
like
do.
what is
Yeah. So usually after shoot around, we have pregame meal, and then after pregame meal, I shower. Um, I usually watch like a movie, and usually that tends to be more of like a suspenseful or scary movie. Um, and then depending on like if I'm tired or not, I might shut my eyes for like 20 minutes. And then when I start to get ready, it's usually like the music is I have like a whole playlist before a game. Um, and then I'll always drink a V8 Energy. It's like I have one every day, so I need one before the game. And then the song, when I'm like walking into the gym before I'm about to go out, I love Rod Wave. So my favorite song list is like Long Journey, and it just kind of is like be grateful for like where you're at and just enjoy it. And then I also, I know this is really long, do before I go out on the court, do like a 5-minute meditation just to like kind of get my brain ready to go. Yeah.
I think that's fun, Rich.
Yes.
What are some things that not that many people know about?
I feel like I talk a lot, so I feel like people know a lot about me, but I love volunteering. And one of the nonprofits I volunteer for is called Sammy's Buddies. And it's like the girl who runs it, it's like a program. She goes like around high schools, and it's kind of connecting students with disabilities and kind of showing everyone that you have more alike than you do different. So I think that's great. So I try to go. They had fall break yesterday and today, but I try to go like once a week. And sometimes we'll play basketball, sometimes we'll make bracelets or do activities, but I really love doing that.
Now, what's a message you would like to send to young kids out there who are interested in playing basketball at the college level?
I would tell them to surround themselves with great people and to just be at a place that appreciates them on and off the court, because at some point basketball will stop. I hope mine doesn't stop for a while, but it will stop at some point, and at the end of the day, you're going to remember the people that you're around more than what you did on the court. So just be aware of who you're surrounding yourself with, and you also are who you're around, so just keeping that in mind too.